to fall by the wayside on the 50-year plan is our preventative maintenance program. That seems to be the one that always takes it. That's why the roads just keep getting patched and patched and patched. Most of the other projects on the 50-year plan, particularly the bridge projects and some of the STIP-funded projects, have a very small local match requirement. They're actually pretty good leverage. So whenever we have something come up, and it usually looks like a good deal, and it is a good deal. Our bridges are very important. We get 88.53%, federal dollars for those. That's a really good leverage. And like I said, with the seismic program, it's going to be even better than that because the state is going to pick up the right-of-way and construction match for us if we can stay on track. The thing with these intersections is it's more like a 25, 35, even possibly a 50% match that we're coming up with. Well, 2 legs of the intersection at Simpson Lane, 1 leg at the intersections here in Ukiah, so that's how they get the formula. The city does a quarter, the state does 50, and the county does 25. So, they eat up a lot of local match, and I would prefer, as I said, if it's possible, to use the county's allocation in the STIP program. Again, Director Dow at MCOG has told me that's really not possible, and he says you're not even going to be able to look at it till 2012. I don't know. I hate to use, the dollars we get from 1B, well, just as an example, I'm not bragging, but we got the first draw of all the counties back in March, and I'm happy to say we got the additional amount already in the bank because right on it, and I'm not kidding, we're spending it right now, and I think that's good. It shows the state we need the money. We're not just going to hang around and wait to spend it on a project in 2 years. That doesn't mean, though, that we couldn't and shouldn't set aside some 1B for matching these projects. It might be our only option, particularly if the CTC continues to show us that they're not going to let us use STIP. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I feel very helpless in this whole game of transportation planning, as I think the board does as well when it comes to the state manipulating us like some kind of puppet or something. But I feel that way.
But I did hear you say that it's possible that if we didn't produce 1B matching funds this year, we could do it next year?
There is another, well, it's going to have to. We're not going to get 1B this year. I have this in our proposed budget based on February, what I thought might happen. It's not even in the, it's
Right.
not even on the table
I
right now.
understand that, but if existing funds that we have in the bank.
Well, no, those funds are already, those are gone.
Okay,
Those are gone.
all right. Supervisor Smith.
Thank you. Well, I think, given our Director of Transportation comments, I think all I want is that the door be left open. He has it in here, but yet he's saying it's not really going to happen. So I just think we need to have it left in here. And like the other projects, if it doesn't occur this year, it's just going to have to be rolled in next year. But basically, I think the STIP, the way the state actions are really out of our control. They've narrowed the focus of the STIP so much that, you started off by saying, yes, it's true, it wouldn't be available until 2011 or 12. But then you said, well, that's STIP could consider this. The problem is that my understanding of Caltrans is that they're marching forward, and if you have the sheet that is attacked,
Yeah.
I heard that they supported the top option, which is the lesser amount for the county.
$1,060,000 then.
That they
Okay,
would
it's gone up
absorb
from
the-
800,000.
the
Okay.
other associated costs that
Okay.
they decided would be absorbed by the state, which is, of course, advantageous to us because it isn't a full 50%.
Well, it's darn near 50%. But all that being said, I would, I have Supervisor Pinches and Supervisor Colfax who are on MCOG, and it would be nice to see this in our next STIP cycle, if possible. So,
I would just like to
Better.
leave it in so we have the option of funding the project. Otherwise, the project could go away.
I put it in there for that reason. It's an important project, and it is a project that's needed. And if I'm told by the powers that be that that's the only money is our own local 1B money that can be used for it, then I don't want to stop this project or the 3 projects here in Ukiah either. I don't look at them any different. That's why I put them all together. They're all interchange improvements on state highways. I just wish that someone could be persuaded to use STIP money for them.
I've got something to say, but I'll hold back here a minute. Rephrase it. Supervisor Pinches.
Kendall, I'm going to a South Deal meeting Thursday, and I'll certainly lobby for that project. You know, Caltrans, they're a big benefactor too of 1B and also of Prop 42. So they're the biggest benefactor. So it's, you know, I'll certainly lobby for that, and I'm going to do what I can. I can't speak for my colleague, but I kind of get the feeling that he would agree with me that we'll do what we can to get this Simpson Lane project and get it forward as a STIP project as soon as possible. And I certainly agree with you. We don't want to just line it out,
Right.
but we'll do whatever we can to make sure that it gets, you know. But my point of bringing this up was I didn't want to stop the progress of what we're doing with the 1B funding right now, because